Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Luce and with a new mic. So as per usual, please let me know if I've adjusted it since last time. So I think if depending on how things go here, I should be able to continue using it just fine. But for now, yeah, we're officially back in business. And as you can see, I'm ready to take on the next 24-player raid as Reaper. I've upgraded my gear a little bit, so while I'm pretty sure there won't be any problems. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there won't be any problems reaching the minimum eye level to enter. It's still something to be wary of. Dreams of Paradise. Oh hey, they're giving us a Phoenix down now that these can finally stack. The Landsguard with a furrowed brow tells that all is not well in Yaktel. Ah, Coda, your timing couldn't be better. I just received word from Yaktel. Unknown beasts have been sighted near the rift and attack sentries standing guard. Bakool believes them to be echoes and is headed there as we speak. It's without saying the threat of more of them could pose. Alright, say no more. I'll be right there. Our last contact came from Sareel Ja and Mamuk. I suggest speaking with him first to learn more about Bakool's whereabouts. Tonight's going to be a bit of a short one, hopefully. I imagine the story is going to be fairly in-depth, but it's only Phase 2, so I don't think it's going to be too major. Here, Sareel. Ah, you must be Coda. Bakool asked that I take you to him as soon as you arrive. When we last spoke, he was hunting for the echoes somewhere the north of the descent. Climb aboard and we can be on our way. You can now travel directly. Yeah, sure, why not? This should take us there immediately. I do appreciate quick travel. Oh. I love this adorable little sugar glider. And good thing, because, the spirits are here. Is he behind the tree? Is he in the tree? Where's Bakool? Hey Bakool, how's it hanging? There you are. I'm afraid you've missed all the excitement. Some turtle-looking enemies? They raised arms to attack before we even had time to say hello. To be fair, we also put them down before they had time to say goodbye. Haha. Coda, Bakool, we came as fast as we could. Are these not orcs? Orcas? Like the ones that attack my home. To say they're violent would be an understatement, but they usually move in large packs. Vanadiel always had a hard time holding them off. Is there any chance these brutes are native to your lands? I suppose that answers that question. Actually, come to think of it, despite orcs being a very common fantasy race, well, it seems we have our answer. Let me grab a sip of my drink here, but yeah, thinking about it, there's a lot of fantasy races in this game, but I'm not sure orcs are actually one of them. Seems we have our answer then. But what is that? What did he find? It's a letter, penned in your people's hand, I think. Would you take a look? Right, the writing for the country two worlds doesn't seem to be the same, so I guess I'd have to read it. To the Dawn Servant's champion, the stage has been set for your next challenge. I do hereby invite you to return to, you know. Should you refuse, a horde of echoes will be unleashed upon Yaktel, so the choice is yours. Yeah, oh yeah, remember. Sareel here was supposedly not one of the Echo creations. So this was his long-awaited invitation? I know a snake when we see one, and this one is rotten to the core. What choice do we have but to accept? Oh, that bastard, let's get going. The sooner we're back to Juno, the sooner we can get reacquainted, the sooner he can get reacquainted with my fists. Yeah, he said the Prish was indeed a false echo, but he was surprisingly dodgy when we asked if Alexol was one as well. So that is definitely not coincidence. Yeah, but make no mistake, Bakool is genuinely a very powerful fighter. It's just that he's being compared to us from a lot of the stuff, and of course he's not gonna come short there, but in the general sense, he is genuinely incredible. Why am I not surprised? He makes a big show of threatening us to return, and then has the nerve to make us wait. Conjuring the Shadow Lord is bad enough. What could he be plotting this time, and what part am I meant to play in all this? Yeah, Prish probably still has to come to terms with being a weird copy of someone from another world like that. I think Alexol is supposed to represent the player characters from the game, but I don't know. All I know is that I'm told that he has no direct equivalent in there, hence the fan theory that he might represent the player character from 11. But obviously they can't just directly import your character, so... The orcs we saw earlier share a long, bitter history with the people of my home, Sandoria. When I first took up adventuring, one of my first tasks was to rout a band of orcs that set up encampment in the nearby woods, though my memory on that is a little hazy. Might as well prepare my reaping. He failed to die last time. I suppose that's a problem that falls to me to fix. How good of you to come! It would have been a shame if I was forced to set more echoes upon the good people of Tyrol. The Dawn Servant would have been most displeased to see his dear people come to harm. Enough of these games, Sareel Ja. We'll not let you besmirch the memories of Vanadiel with these abhorrent echoes any longer. Oh, why are you here exactly? I don't recall requesting your presence today. A minor setback in my path to greatness, as you will all see. Come forth. Another timeline's Galul. I'm afraid I already beat the illusion of him in his prime, you know. Allow me to introduce Camlanot, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Juno, but do not let his title deceive you, for he is, the last of Zilart from 10,000 years ago. They existed in a time before the 5 races inhabited Vanadiel. Yeah, my understanding is they never actually, the game never added more than the 5 races that they started with, which makes sense. I mean, remember how old the game was. Remember, this is one of those before World of Warcraft MMOs, so what they could do was extremely limited, and that's why they had to put some bosses that were meant to be unbeatable to buy time for content. They're not even the only one who did this, by the way. EverQuest also famously had the Sleeper, if I remember right. They existed in a time before the 5 races have Vanadiel. It was basically a Wild West in terms of what could happen back then, but looking back now, they were really restricted by a lot of things, and it wasn't just time and money, it was also just what was possible. I know how ridiculous I must found, but we might have a real problem on our hands this time. Alright, so basically there are precursor races from even before. So I guess comparable to the Star Trek origins for the humanoid races. Sounds a lot like the ancients of our world, then. You had ancients like Zilart here. Perhaps our worlds were more alike than I thought. Yeah, though I recall the 1.0 actually did have a lot more direct comparisons between the two, but a lot of the story got rewritten between that and Realm Reborn. Perhaps for the best, because in the end, Final Fantasy XI did in fact start getting new expansions a while ago. So with that in mind, perhaps it's best that neither of them step on the other's toes. One being a more open MMO and the other old school MMO, and one being a more theme park MMO. That way you can play one, the other, or both if you so prefer, rather than, cannibalizing each other. Although I will say, I kind of wish they pulled what Blizzard did and make it so that buying one gives you a subscription to both, because that would encourage me to try out 11 a lot more, I can tell you that much. But having to pay 2 separate subscriptions, are you taking the piss right now, Square Enix? You know, the ancients like the Zilart here? Our worlds are more like than I thought. I do like the other option, though. Oh god, he sounds like an Asian. If I remember correctly, Calamnot had an older brother. I can't imagine Sareel Ja would have overlooked such a detail. Older brother? How would you know anything about that? Come now, Calamot, you needn't trouble yourself with the ramblings of a dead man. I see, you would use these adventures to take my measure. So something tells me that's a very important detail, and the fact that he chose not to use the older brother, even though older siblings are usually stronger. Well, there's certainly a far cry from the riffraff I'd imagined. Fine, I'll play along with your little scheme, for now. And with that, the curtain rises on your second challenge. Sareel Ja, wait. Before you go, I have to know, am I really just an echo? We've been over this, child, but it seems your heart refuses to accept what your head knows to be true. I pity you, I do. Let me ease your burden and return you to Electrope. Yeah, no. Bakool! Right, there was another one there. Bakool Ja Ja. Playing hero to this heap of stone masquerading as a child. My, how the mighty have fallen. No, he's a greater hero than most would ever be. Crap, I sound like those Vegeta fans. With him out of the way, I suppose that's one less distraction in the coming contest. Bring your all to bear. So come, bring your all to bear so that I may create the perfect vessel and a perfect ruler. And what happens when I defeat him? I've defeated no countless Asians. Still, I shall wait you in a more fitting place for battle. I do hope you don't keep me waiting. Still, I can't hold him back. He's probably going to be similar but different, and that's going to be a bit of a problem in and of itself. Yeah, remember, Alexol manifested with no weapons, so we had to give him some from Mamook. Are you alright? Oh god, this is all my fault. As much as I'd love to hand Sareel Ja a fat knuckle sandwich, I can't just leave you here like this. I never dared imagine we would be made to trade blows with the Archduke himself. And though I'm loath to do anything that might play into his hands, we can ill afford to let him have his way with the memories of Vanadiel. When you're duly prepared, but say the word and we shall be off. Sandoria, the second walk. I'm guessing the next one will be the final walk rather than just the third. Hey, Bakool, you okay? Twice now he's bested me. He may only be a shade, but he's not to be underestimated. You let me worry about Bakool Ja Ja. Now get in there and show Kamal on what you're made out of. There's no telling what the echoes will find inside. Best stay on your guard, my friend. Sonoria, the second walk. I'm doing this as DPS because, for once, DPS is actually the fastest queue time. See? Look, almost a full party, and we're waiting on 1 tank, but 2 DPS. As such, it is usually more expedient to play a DPS. I'll speak with, I believe this guy's to give you a bit of backstory to each and every one. It sounds... can I, 1K, can I have... I'm told there's a little reference to memes, which will be funny, because if they do one of these for 14 for whatever the next MMO is, I'll have stuff like the bar parties and such. Those, what's the eye level requirement here? 725. Yeah. Well, yeah, and remember, this is from the same patch as Necron, so that's the Dawn Trail story already ended as of this one. So we don't have to hide spoilers from the people in here. Here we are. See? A surprisingly expedient time for a DPS. Now, the thing is there going to be a weekly lockout with this one still? There probably is, but I guess we'll have to see. Alrighty. A new area. A castle. He says his homeland's the capital. Sandoria, the second walk.
Chateau d'Origny? Is this meant to be Sandoria? More echoes!
Forget my dot. Alright, I should probably put on the chat block here. They're probably going to give me some level of advice, so I'd best be here for it. The hardest one about the Juno, the first walk, was the Archangels. After that, the Shadow Lord was honestly just a case of nobody could memorize the things. Feels like
Ron 4 is supposed to be a quiet place. It sees its fair share of new adventurers.
Oh, so this might be a starting area then.
Our way through.
Rumor has a strange giant creature is known to appear in these parts. There are written reports of sightings, but they're all wildly different. It's difficult to separate fact from fiction. Some say adventurers swarm the beast and it fell in a flash. Others claim it was no great beast, only a grand culling of the local fauna. Common thread of every account is everyone attendants have a grand time. A tale more jovial than cautionary, if you ask me.
burning circle, here. It would appear the land has been altered. This is Ole Peak. We must be ready for anything.
You, who have risen above your mortal status. I am Kirin.
Faith-bound Kieran. I'm the only Reaper here, so I don't have to worry about overlap too much.
This surging power I bring to bear!
I'm guessing I don't want to be in front of it.
Power I've seen before, but I won't be daunted.
Oh, come on, really? Ugh. Crimson Riddle. Something tells me I don't want to be on this side. Alright, something tells me I want to follow the crowd on this.
Oh, Guardians Divine, lend me now your might. Oh, sail you, scatter blood upon the wind.
Divine beasts. Have care. A comrade is down. Someone revive them.
Alright, so it looks like that's going to be a rotation.
Will you overcome my trial?
Oh, I probably want to stay away from that. I'll stay out of here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oops, I let it fall off again. I can't be doing that.
You shall reap the rewards for daring to contend with the gods.
Might as well cast this. Oh, I see. A tank was supposed to do that. Whoops.
There is no escape.
Wait, there's only 3 tanks. Chiseled arm. Well, I will give it to him. That is very chiseled. That arm is very chiseled. Swole Kieran. Very good.
Know your place.
Ah, crap, that was bad on my part. They're gonna go in order, so 1, 2. Oh dear, this is bad. His next raid wide's gonna wipe me because I don't have enough health to I'm taking too much extra damage. Stanaga. Ooh, yeah, see.
I must thank you, mortals.
It seems we've impressed Kirin. Let us keep up the good work.
I might as well not waste the healer's time.
It's Ultima and Omega.
Omega.
Ultima and Omega are on a rampage. Who unleashed them?
Airship engineer.
At this rate, everything will be laid to waste.
The airships are taking heavy damage. We must do something.
Ah.
I'm glad you're safe. Come, let's keep moving. I do not see an easy way back, but I'm sure you can handle things without me.
Oopsie. Oops. A little early. That's my bad. Omega, the one. Omega. Ultima the Feared, Ultima the One. Oh crap. Airship reports reduced to ash. Oops. Oh, another fellow Reaper. Augmented. Oh, basically the same one I've got. Guess we gotta wait. Might as well charge up. Alright, so one. I'm probably gonna die at this. Blade dance it.
An impressive show. Hurry now. Do not keep me waiting.
I mean, obvious. Oopsie. Oh, whatever. I do so hope you live up to my expectations.
shall find me at the summit.
You shall find me at the summit.
Come then, show me what your kind can do. Oh, sublime Estoc! Drink deep of the elements.
Yes. Is that his sword? Yes, Doc? Well, Final Fantasy does love to use famous weapon names without actually caring as to how they... No, I suppose... there's no rule against using your own interpretation, I guess. Water Blade.
Once more, shall we? Kneel! Behold the glory of this alliance!
I know how this
You are
mechanic
naught
works.
but insects to be crushed!
I can't let that debuff fall off or else I lose 10% of my whole
Accept
damage.
your fate! Kneel before Zelatian wisdom and die! This is the power of crystals, transcendent, sublime.
Oh my.
By their might, I pave the path to paradise. I am the will of the crystal.
I need to avoid dying at all costs because that's a huge penalty to my damage.
That you should still stand. Very well.
The legends say the 5 races were born from
Careful
the
now.
goddess's tears,
The
but
face of war is ever changing.
it seems to not be actually be the case, if I had to wager.
Tremble!
Copying himself, huh? Oh crap.
Disappear!
Let's use this then, shall we?
Kneel! Oh, sublime Estoc! Drink deep of the elements!
Elemental blade. Water. Alright, the lightning one isn't being powered up, so this one should be safe. I may have missed my own window, but at least the allies' window's still open. Might as well make sure that's debuffed so it doesn't hurt us.
Accept your fate! I thank you for this amusement.
Gotta be a major character. Earth, water, wind, so fire and ice are not going to detonate. Hello, fellow casters, earth and ice.
Insolent fool.
Light blade. Oopsie. Ow.
God.
Oh, come on, really? I got hit by all those somehow. Whatever. I won't say my performance is great, but I guess
Oh, sublime Estoc! Drink deep of the elements!
the end. Well, might as well make sure we don't reuse it. I don't want to have yet another time where we never use it. See, the other Reaper knows the score. Ha! Gotcha that time, buddy.
Why? I am the will of the crystal. How could I be defeated by mere mortals?
Farewell, my little brother. Return to the crystal from which you were born. As for the rest of you, I invite you to the Gate of the Gods.
I might actually have to grab these just to get my eye level up. What is the 750 versus... yeah. That'll have to last me.
You have the privilege of walking within the heart of Tulia. Do not disappoint me.
That's why he hated the existence of the older brother. Because he was meant to be the one fought here now. Oh my. That was not a Mr. Endwalk. I'm guessing this was another major boss for one of the expansions. Legacy of Zillart, Eldonarsh.
After 10 long millennia, the dreams of the Zealot will become reality. Your time ends now.
Leatherbound memento. Long ago, there was once a civilization that flourished, but their leaders in pursuit of paradise eternal dared trespass upon the forbidden. Respecting was a ruin, leaders falling to slumber last in age. Let us not forget the spirits undying, even now they refuse to abandon their dreams of paradise.
This world. Can you escape this, I wonder? Be gone! Round and round they go.
Kronos is slain. Okay, that's close up. Ah, I see. So watch where those go.
Let's try this.
Oh yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, I should have known that would happen.
My javelin pierces all.
Javelins.
Allow me to show you a trick I've learned.
I don't like the way that cube looks.
Have you the strength to find the answers you seek?
Ooh.
This is not Vanadiel. I'm well aware of that.
This is not Vanadiel. I'm aware of that. Interesting. I'm not... Interesting. Does he know
I
this is...
also understand the true nature of my existence. So come, let us finish this.
So he knows he's a copy. Oh, I wasn't sure if he said...
Eliminate you and make this world ours. Time for games is over.
Someone in
Behold
chest.
my true
I think they might be referring to one of the players, though, because this guy is not
Forge a more fitting stage for our battle. All pales before our brilliance.
I get the sense I'm going to want to debuff this. Yep. Yeah, he gave us all a little bit of time to try and help.
Perhaps some magic in the mix.
Paradise found. Ah, I see. Paradise lost and paradise found. That's what this meme is.
But it's
We're making the
time to
world
say
a more
goodbye.
desirable image.
My javelin pierces all.
There we are. like the music here a lot more than I do for Shadow Lord, I can tell you that much. Oh crap. I messed up bad.
Even in this false flesh, I will not lose to you!
Oh wow, that hurt way more than I thought it would. Oh dear. Oh, this is... I know my gear's a little old, but that hurt. What was well above my max HP, even if I didn't have the vulnerabilities, I could have. I knew that would be a good idea. Let's kill. Oh crap. Pretty sure we don't need this, so... I'm sure that was a bit risky, but I get the sense we probably won't need any.
Like Jabba, this is all!
I really like this guy's mechanics, though. I just need to, you know, master them. Stellar Burst, there we are. Oh, brother, where's Zillar thou? Sandoria, the second walk complete. Mr. Endwalker. Have to pass all these, but that's fine, I think. After 10 long minutes, the dreams will become reality. $49, I'm not getting that many. Oh well, I'll be farming this plenty. We all gotta roll on it eventually, buddy. Prish was worried sick about you. I'm sure she's glad to see you're back, and with barely a scratch on you. But where's Exol? Did something happen? Prish time. Or I should disable the chat blocker now. It's no longer needed. Coda, you're back, and you're still in one piece. But where's Exol? Did something happen? I didn't see what happened, honestly. Oh dear. I saw him out for the first half, but he was missing the second. You had to fight Omega and Ultima too. Wow, Sareel Ja really wasn't holding back this time. But you made it out fine. I'm sure Alexol did too. What do you want now? Oh dear, it seems your merry little band's a member short. Could it be their life was cut tragically short in the end of battle? Though I suppose life would be something of an exaggeration, wouldn't it? Ah, but I digress. I came here to congratulate you on your impressive trouncing of those echoes. Indeed, your struggles have afforded me vital knowledge I will put to good use with my next selection. Spare us the bravado. Anyone with eyes can see you're really upset about losing. Why would I have cause to be upset when everything's going according to plan? The stronger he proves to be, the more powerful our ruler will be when all is said and done. But why? Why are you going to all these lengths? Because we deserve a better here than that mockery of a contest could muster. The world will soon see that I'm fit to govern alongside a true ruler. You usurp the throne, and the world will only see you as a would-be tyrant and traitor. Please, it is not too late to stop this. Despite what you may think, the Dawn servants have served the people well, and I have no doubt they'd forgive you for your transgressions as they forgave me. Oh, what happened to you, Bakool? What happened to the proud warrior who vied for the throne, understanding only we Mamulja are fit to rule? Whatever bonds you believe you forged with Wuklamot are merely an illusion born of convenience. You think their loyalty sets you along a noble path, but you're nothing more than a lapdog, a means to harness the might of the blessed siblings, and when she falls, you'll find yourself a mongrel on the streets as you've always been. You're wrong, Sareel Ja. You're wrong. The injury. Easy, Bakool. You'll reopen the wound. Ha! Serves you right for trying to protect that thing. Considering the damage her core incurred during battling our champion, and she hasn't long left anyway. But she's not the only one in a precarious position, nor have you forgotten the contents of my letter. It would be all too easy to unleash an army of echoes upon the good people of Yaktel. If you value their safety, my selections must continue. Yeah, notice how the guy doesn't want to be ruler himself. He just wants to make a better ruler. You disgust me, Sareel Ja, and that really says something. Kind of like how Vegeta doesn't care about the legacy. Learned his lesson and doesn't care about to any legacy beyond forging his own. If there's nothing else, I have much to prepare and more still to consider before making my next selection. Until then. Oh hey, Alexol is back. I don't know how he vanished. Oh, you're back! My apologies for the delay. Fighting off echoes took longer than I had anticipated. Clearly you had no trouble fighting your way out, so why the long faces? Did something happen? Yeah, there's a bit we should talk about with Sareel Ja. That rotten snake. How long do I have before I If what he says is true, and the two of us are indeed echoes, then any significant injury could quite literally wipe us from existence. But be that as it may, even if I'm not real, the love I bear for Vanadiel and her memories is, and that's why I will keep fighting. Me too, worrying about it isn't gonna get us anywhere. I already know the truth. The memories seeping in Juno stir. Perhaps the human adventurer has new knowledge to share with you. You've obtained a tuft. Ah, yeah. May prove beneficial in delving in other activities. Should party members with the ability to resurrect be down, a tuft may be used. These duties will be identified. Yeah, they completely redid how Phoenix Downs are used. For the best, I think. It's now worth keeping a stack around. Guess I should redo my inventory at some point. I can equip these boots. So I might as well do precisely that. Oh, I have a tattered first movement score. I can use this immediately. I probably should have used food for this, but oh well. Peculiar Goblin. I wish I could preview these. I'll look for them later, I suppose. There we are, reglammed it. My item level also went up a decent bit. I've died a good amount, but oh well. Let's ask the adventurer here some questions. There you are. If you have any questions about this place, I'll be happy to answer them. About Kieran. That one seems like the least interesting selection, probably the most filler fight, but... A talking manticore possessed of powerful elemental magics, only Kieran comes to mind. Master of Shujin, residing within the deepest reaches of the shrine of Ruvatu. It says the creature's boundless power and wisdom both. Only those who can best the four Shujin and claim their seals are granted an audience. I can say I've managed to do it just once with a band of adventurers many moons ago. Yeah, a boss that requires defeating 4 bosses and using their items just to unlock their fight. The Shin Megami Tensei MMO required that as well, although that one had a very interesting fight in that you got to fight all 4 Guardians of Japan, Jikoku-ten being the main one, but all Bishamon-ten, Zouch-ten, and whatever the last fourth one is. But yeah, you know what I mean. An arduous experience, to say the least. The Shujin also offered offerings of rare gemstones to be summoned, and we weren't the only ones who sought them. It's a mad dash from dawn to dusk, running ourselves ragged just to meet with these lesser divine beasts. When it came time to face Kieran, we had prepared. Defeat would have meant repeating the process of gathering the gems and stones, and I don't think we ever solved enough to face them all a second time, not without a long reprieve anyways. As you can imagine, the spoils are exceedingly rare. Kieran's Osoda, for example, could fetch 99 million gil at the bazaar. Ah, yes, the old auction houses. Ultima and Omega. Let's see what this version of these characters are. A pair of strange mechanical monsters assaulted an armada of airships, you say? Sounds like you meet the legendary weapons, Ultima and Omega. It's rumored our Mothwin Society sought to revive them in some way, so it's hard to say whether you saw the original ones built or recreations. The Archduke Camelot was also said to be involved with their society, if you can believe that. No one knows what it is they're after, but I've heard from reliable sources they have keen interest in realizing the dreams of the Zilart, whatever that means. Perhaps you can discover the truth for yourselves. Yeah, these are definitely previews to try and get you to want to play 11. Alright, let's ask about Camelot. The Archduke is the reason Juno grew from a small fishing village to the bustling city we know today. During the Crystal War, he rallied the nations together under the banner of the allied forces of Alana. Huh. This union afforded the enlightened races the invaluable foothold to fight against the Beastmen. Enlightened races and Beastmen. That alone carries quite a few implications, doesn't it? When the enemy faced Juno's doorstep, it said that Camelot himself led the counterattack and resulted in decisive victory against the invasion. So basically, he's their version of Emmett, including being Solus von Galvus. While widely regarded as a hero of the people, some believe he's not all he appears to be. He's rumored to have ties to the Zilart, an ancient race whose people flourished some 10,000 years ago. Which begs the question, does he intend to use his position as Archduke to further some unknown agenda? And what would ostensibly extinct people even have to gain from it? Only the gods know, I suppose. And being away from the public eye, I never would have imagined that's how he would reveal himself. Now for the final boss here. The young man is known to speak with wisdom well beyond his years, but I'm surprised to hear he's well versed in combat. He's Camelot's younger brother, and despite his age, he plays a significant role in the governance of Juno. His shrewdness often surpassing that of senior officials. So he disguised himself as the younger brother, but in truth he's the older brother. I say despite his age, but it's been 30 years since he and his older brother first assumed leadership. Whatever secrets they're hiding, the people of Juno seem to have little interest in bringing them to light. Or perhaps they fear the repercussions of drawing in the Duke's ire. Did you know that there are some adventurers who claim Eldenarsh is actually the older brother? And if that were true, that would call into question everything we know about him and his brother. Eldenarsh disappeared from the public eye around the same time news spread of his brother's death. As for why, a prevailing theory points to the involvement of a seasoned adventurer. We'll have to do all these so I can unlock the final one later. To defeat not only Camelot but his brother is nothing short of miraculous. I dare say there's a few adventurers of your caliber in Vanadiel. I'm just tired of just standing around. There has to be something we could do. Northward. He's putting his heads together. Bakool is putting his heads together to consider our next move. Until Sareel Ja makes himself known again, all we can do is wait. Feels like we're playing right into his hands, but enough of my rantings. You must be tired after all he's put you through. Why don't we return to Tuliolol? I'll meet you at the Bright Bloom Post. Yoctoral and Yoctel. Oh, you know, I could just return, since that's my main area. I probably should shed to Old Charlian or something. Not because... But I guess since I've been on break for a while, it's good to be here, just because, as mentioned, I like this hub city a lot, just because it has connections to 4 out of the 6 new areas. There's Kozmauka, Urkapaka, Yoctel, and Shalawani. Only living memory and heritage found are not in here, are not connected directly here. Which means it's going to be very convenient to do these quests and not have to spend so much teleporting. Sadly, that's not going to be the case with Old Charlian, although Old Charlian does in fact have some perks in that basically all the major tools are right next to the... What's it called? Yeah, the repairs, the market board, the bell, all those are basically right next to the Aetheryte, so it's quite nice. We've spent much time here. One might say this has become our base of operations. I'm much better now, thanks to Prish and my brother's healing magics. Rest assured you won't find me underfoot next time. After those orcs and everything else Sareel Ja threw at us, it's nice to finally get some time to breathe, huh? Speaking of which, what were the two of you up to the first time we were afforded a reprieve from all this scheming? Doing it as any good adventurer would, exploring, most specifically in Yoctoral. We happened upon the most fascinating settlement of giants, the Yokoi, I believe they call themselves. They bear a striking resemblance to the trolls of our world. Only in appearance, mind. Trolls are a hostile sort, given to looting and plundering, known to serve as sellswords. That wasn't all we saw, though. We traveled all over, hoping we'd find someone who'd seen Sareel Ja, or at least knew something about Electrope. I'd be surprised if you did. It isn't native to Tyrol. It comes from the nation of Alexandria, inside the dome of Zoctorol. The dome. They said we needed some sort of permit to cross the bridge going north. If that's where Electrope comes from, do you think there's anyone who could help us figure out if we're really echoes? Oblivion may be able to shed some light on things. They've been working rather closely with the Landsguard as of late. I see no reason why a request couldn't be made through the Wings of Reflection. Meaning we should go and pay them a visit, yes? Alright, just as well. We're going to be getting those 2 travel passes. I'm sure the guard will expedite the process. We mentioned they're to accompany Coda. It's nice I can throw my influence around as needed for things like this. Wouldn't such a permit normally require some manner of rare goods, or some exorbitant sum? Right, I've heard stories of adventurers struggling to get a pass for airships in Vanadiel. I'd sooner walk if I had to pay those prices. That is how a lot of old MMOs used to work. In fact, when World of Warcraft first, and I mean World of Warcraft Vanilla, first came down, people insisted it was completely unreasonable to have fast travel so easy there. So easy and cheap there. And the fast travel was boats and airships moving in real time that you could jump on at scheduled points for free. Yeah. It's probably hard to believe, but World of Warcraft, at the time of Vanilla's release, was actually considered a ridiculous amount of casual and convenience. Like, people claim this MMO does that. Yeah, that I could believe, but... yeah, I mean, I get where they're coming from, but that doesn't change that Warcraft was actually first, which is also why I don't pay heed to people who say that they want a true MMO, hardcore MMO, and yet they bring up World of Warcraft. No. If you want a real one, but don't want Final Fantasy XI, I believe EverQuest is still going these days. Old school RuneScape I know is also still going, but I have no knowledge of that one. And of course, Ultima Online was one that I have often brought up my history with in the past. Oh, sorry to wait. The Landsguard has no trouble reading the pass for both of you. So soon? God's depth of his coffers must be staggering. As for Oblivion, they're keen to learn more about you. In fact, they're on the outskirts of Alexandria, a rather long way from here to the Dome, though. We should stop by Azanazi Springs to catch our breath and shore up supplies. I'll show up there. I do appreciate there's a nice bit of story going on here instead of just expediting us to the just only caring about the 24-player dungeon thing in general. Granted, Miss the Realm was largely to complete some basically tie up some remaining loose ends. So it makes sense that it'd focus on that. Not to say there wasn't any stuff beyond just fighting. It was not just, okay, do this, go in here, go in here. But... oh, right, I have to talk to this guy and you show my permit. No, you show a permit, safe journeys for the champion. It's nice getting... I do get humility is an important thing for heroes, but it is nice when you can use... when you are acknowledged for it and you can use it to be productive like I am here. Like, say what you will about Kingmaker, saving the country and then having a nice little parade to celebrate your victory is pretty satisfying in of itself. Though I suppose it also depends on the person. Some would rather not make a big deal out of it. I love this little thing. Unless Reapers gets a significant revamp in the next expansion, which I guess to be fair, it might. Hard to say. They said the battle systems are going to be redone, but like I said, we have to wait until it actually happens before worrying about it. Because, they claim a lot of things. Oh yeah, I should probably get some repairs in while I'm here. My stuff is heavily beaten pretty hard. Oh right, the legs. Oh. Might as well extract the materia out of here. No reason not to. There. If it's a good one, I can sell it. If not, oh well. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for my daughter. Have you seen an Eldite girl anywhere? That's the Elvon. Elves. Gods, where could she run off to? That person's dressed. They're from Solution 9. Oh, you're from the Dome, aren't you? What's got you worked up and in a hurry? Yes, I am. My name is Jasper, and it's my daughter. She's gone missing. Try to stay calm, alright? Maybe we can help. What's she look like? Right, they're all named after stones. Right, her name is Scoria. She's like me with long red hair. I should bug Jasper about this to no end next time we do our multiplayer stream. We're planning to move to from Solution 9 to Tuliolol, so we came here first, learn about our home to be. We managed to ride the Ronic, but before I knew it, she'd wandered off. I might have seen her a little while ago. Girls like your daughter don't seem all that common in these parts. Pretty sure she was heading somewhere to the south. We better hurry and find her before the wilds find her first. You leave this to us. She'll be back safe and sound before you know it. Sorry I put our plans on hold after dragging you all the way to here. We should have more than enough time before we're met to meet with Oblivion. Besides, what manner of adventurers would we be if we ignore a person in need? Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's be quick about it. I'll go with Jasper and ask around if anyone's seen Scoria. You three check the south. Oh, thank you, thank you. Please do be careful out there. You heard Bakool Ja Ja. Let's get going. There's a settlement to the south, if memory serves. Perhaps someone there has seen her. Let's speak with each speak with 3 or so people and reconvene to see what we can piece together. I see. Basically, acting like each of us is playing our own version of the game. That's kind of neat. We'll all speak to 3 people and come back here. If what your friends is true and my daughter really is somewhere, I pray you find her shortly. Hopefully. The sooner we find her, the sooner we can meet with Oblivion. Alrighty. I hate to use one of the weekly lockouts on the same job that I'm currently gearing up, but I'm so far behind I'll need to do that, for better or for worse. I need to get my gear up to speed, especially since there's only going to be more coming in. Shellawikby. Oh, it was just north a little while ago. I was just up north a little while ago, but I didn't see any Eludite girl. Poor thing, I hope she's not in trouble. Alright, the good news is we know she's not north of here. Oh no, north is where we came from. Oh dear. Tonawada. I saw her wandering about outside of town, but only for a moment. No sooner had my eyes met that she'd run off. I'd love to help, but I've got to get back to work. Well, good that he's hardworking, I suppose. Young girl? No, I haven't. It's not often you hear of them Eludite looking to move to Tuliolol. If we can expect more, I'd certainly like to get to know them, though. I think I've learned all I can from the people here. Did you discover anything of note? One person saw her. I've heard much the same. We can say for certain like she passed through here not long ago. Let us continue south then. Oh, she's probably gonna be under attack. Well, I got my scythe ready. Prish. There you are. I take you haven't any luck finding her either. All I found searching was monsters. To be honest, I felt like a waste of time at first. While I was thumping this one, though, I could swear I saw a kid run off in the distance. I'm betting it was her. If we hurry, we might actually be able to catch her. Prish is ready to get moving. The final verse is sung. Whoever I saw scurrying off, let's go. Before any monsters find him. There's someone up there. Red hair. Ah, you found her. Thank goodness. Who are you people? The name's Prish. Your father asked us to come and find you. What are you doing here all by yourself? He said we had to move, but I don't want to go. I want to stay in Alexandria and be a singer. I know nothing about the music in Tuliolol. They'd never listen to a nobody like me who's never from Tural. Thinking about it made me so mad. I need to be alone to think, so I just ran and I kept running. Somehow I found myself over here. I'm sorry if I caused you all any trouble. No need to be sorry. You're safe, and that's all that matters. You know, you remind me of a friend of mine. Only one day I found her out near the coast of a beautiful view like this, crying like it was the end of the world. She'd been trying to join the choir, but it turns out she was too nervous to sing in front of people. But this world's a big damn place. If you spend all your time dwelling on small setbacks, you'll never appreciate the bigger picture. It'd be a lie to say I know what you're going through, but I do know this. Giving up on singing would mean the end of the world you've been working towards. I told Umiya the same thing, and you know what? She kept pursuing her passion for singing. Eventually joined the Tavsnarian Cathedral Choir, just like she'd always dreamed. That's wonderful. But what if they hate my songs? What if they just laugh? Some will laugh, some will cry, some... All sorts of people live here in Tyrol, you know. And now there's even folks from other worlds mingling with the locals. It's full to bursting with that diversity. Being different is what'll make your song special. I'm sure there'll be people there who appreciate that. So I keep singing. Share your music with this big wide world. Would it be alright if I start by sharing with you? Do 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 do. Time to do. Here. I'm sorry for making you worry. I had time to complete the quest already. Scoria is pretty amazing, wasn't she? I listened to Ulma practice, so believe me when I say she'll be fine. Safe and sound without a scratch. I can only imagine the weight lifted off her father's heart. As resourceful as ever, I see. Well done. Do 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 do. Ah, there you are. So good to see you all safe. Scoria has told me everything. I don't know how I could ever repay you. But after we finish moving to Tuliolol, I'll certainly intend to try. You have my word on that. Hope to see you again soon. I'd love to meet your friend Umiya as well. Heh, you and me both. When we do, we'll be certain to tell her that Prish has another dear friend dying to meet her. I can hardly wait. I promise to keep singing, sharing my music, just like you said. You better come back. I'll have a front row seat. Of course. Well, we better be on our way. Thank you again, and for everything. Sadly, I imagine if they ever add Prish's outfit, they'll probably put it in the cash shop. Till we meet again, I hope. You always think differently about things when your time is limited. Oh, Prish. Apocalypse nigh. Now that Scoria is safe and reunited with her father, it's time we make for the dome. We can take the train from Shalawani Station. Prish, it's time to go. Oh, right, sorry, let's get going. Even if Prish is just a robot of some sort, Solution 9 has plenty of ways to restore robots, so we should be able to do this very easily. I've heard tell of the dome before, but it's quite a sight even at a distance. Dome. What luck, the train's just arrived. I know I said worrying if we're not real or not, it's not gonna get us anywhere, but God, I feel like such a damn hypocrite. I can't stop thinking about what Sareel Ja said. I'm not scared though. I mean, it is a little scary, but more than that, why does this have to be so complicated? You miss home, don't you? That's probably it. Listen to Scoria singing remind me of Umia and home. It makes me wonder what everyone's up to. I can at least think of one person who's already in the midst of their next grand adventure. Even if we're merely echoes, who's to say we cannot return? I've no doubt Sareel Ja would know a way. And what place would I have in Vanadiel when the real Prish is already there? Right, that's the thing. There are copies of people that are already there. Just when I think I've put it out of my mind, I think of Kamala and Eldnarsh. Clearly imposters and proof we're the same, living the same lie. Then we meet Scoria. She's so excited to have us come back and see her sing, saying that I would just be more of that lie. There's no doubt my mind will stop Sareel Ja, but then what? What'll happen to us? That's kind of the thing. This is what separates Calyx from Prish here. Prish is actually thinking, well, what's going to happen after we succeed at our goal here? Calyx has was completely stumped when we asked, okay, what do you plan to do after you succeed at your goal? He says, I mean, what else is there? Or that's all I need. Would that I had an answer for you, but I don't. No one does, because the future is what we make of it. Once this is over, I intend to see all this world has to offer. I may be without memories, but I've not lost the adventurer's heart. Perhaps I'll even find a new calling. This world is one big damn place, as you said. After all, I dare say there's something out there for both of us. When you're right. I guess we'll have to find our own place to call home. But first things first, we'll need to go and meet Oblivion. Oh no! The Electrope. We need someone skilled. Unfortunately, we just lost Eutrope, who probably would have been able to help if she was still around. We still don't know if the president is mid him or not, though. Damn it all! We'd better hurry. If anyone can repair Prish, it's somebody that is in Solution 9. Sheesh. But yeah, yeah, even now I've got a lot of thoughts on the Arcadian. I mean, I don't think the president has met him, but the fact we haven't even seen him yet is quite telling. There wasn't even a voiceover during that cutscene, which is itself notable because the devs have realized that voiceovers can be used to spoil surprises if they aren't careful. They learned that back in Heaven's Ward. But yeah, it reminded me of an Arknight storyline. Tragodia was the leader of the Crimson Troop, a group of assassins that function as as stage actors, and even their assassinations are all part of a script written by playwrights. And that's kind of the thing. Now, in that, at time of streaming, there is an operator coming up who has that same name, but it's not a new character, or supposedly, it's an alt of an existing one, which has caused some, the translations aren't in yet, so there's some, for those who don't look at spoilers, there's some speculation that either one of the previous player characters managed to kill Tragodia and take his control of the Crimson Troop, so that now it's in the hands of the heroes instead of the villains, or the Tragodia has taken over his body and is piloting as a meat puppet and has somehow joined us for their own twisted game. Which, that sounds dumb. Oh, don't worry, that's not even the top 10 dumbest things that have gotten villains to join us in that game, but that's the life of gachas for you. They have to find a way for characters to join up so they can be playable. I'm ready for anything. Even if these memories of adventure etched upon our hearts are not our own, we are still here in this moment, and that's enough to make us real. Kikwazan has agreed to speak with us on behalf of Oblivion. Best not keep him waiting. Right, because unfortunately Geode is already gone in this point in the story. Ah, he must be the one Shale told me about. I'm Kikwazana, one of the Electrope engineers. So what's this you wanted to discuss? This game, Clair Obscur, Deltarune. So many things I've been enjoying lately. I see. Well, it'd take more than just memories etched into Electrope. Mamulja's magics are quite impressive, though. They almost seem alive. I mean, of course you're alive. I mean, technically. Look, forget I said anything, right? Don't worry about it. We're not even sure ourselves, to be completely honest. The only thing we're certain of is these bodies are made of Electrope, and we're hoping you could figure out what that means for us. We can't just sit around moping, you know? At the very least, learning a way to repair it would be nice. After all, it's hard to go without injuries. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'd certainly love to try. We're in your debt, sir. While you're conducting your tests, would it be alright for us to have a look around? There's something unfamiliar about lands that stirs an adventurer's blood, and wait, if we're made of Electrope, do we even have blood to stir? Even if we don't, that's an absurd question to ask, don't you think? Well, at least you seem to be in better spirits now. Perhaps they simply find the truth comforting. Yeah, sometimes having a closure on it can help. We might have to return to the topic if we might return to the topic at hand, yes. Feel free to explore as you like. Then it's settled. Our next site of adventure will be here in the Dome, and then Zaktaral. I hope we'll see you around, Coda. They actually do. Last time they actually did show up in various areas. And worry not, I'll keep a close eye on Prish and ensure we're not away over too long. We mustn't lose sight of our true goal, to defeat Sareel Ja, and God's willing, secure a means of persisting without his magic. And I'll stand by the both of you every step of the way. Haha. If the two of you will follow me, I need to collect a few samples. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, I forgot. I never took them for tacos. Oh, there's so much in Tuliolo they've yet to see. So much they've yet to eat. I suppose I'll have to bring the food here when they're free. Ha, fine idea, brother. Is there any surprise Bakool Ja Ja, the himbo version, is now so popular? Perhaps, but it will have to wait. Let us return to Bright Bloom Post for now. Apocalypse nigh. I guess since the FC's mentioning it, no, it wasn't FC. Someone's... I guess... Oh yeah, the FC was mentioning it earlier, but... Beastmaster was finally announced as being in the .5 patch, so it's going to be one of the last editions. I do think it's good to have it, though, if only because, like Blue Mage, it has a whole set of content unto itself. Like, just unlocking Blue Mage is going to take you a tour of basically the entire game, and then it has its own thing that's a weekly, so that's a lot of content that I probably should be doing myself, if we're completely honest, because, yeah, as you can see, I've been neglecting Blue Mage a good bit. But it's still a combat job like any other, and it does carry its own rewards, upgrades, and fun things like that. Feel free to include your own level of quotation marks. I've been told the Landsguard of recent events, though I'm sure there's plenty more you have yet to share. Bakool Ja Ja told me what happened. We're well done defeating Sareel Ja's echoes. We'll make certain the guard is duly prepared should new threats arise. Waiting for Sareel Ja to show himself is maddening, but it will be worth it to finally put him to the sword. At the first sign of activity in those woods, you can be certain the Landsguard will contact you. Until next time, care. Meanwhile, somewhere in the rift, I think there was an absolute final boss for Final Fantasy XI, but like I said, it's been continuing to get expansions even after 14 came out, so I doubt it's going to end that. They can't just choose, well, here's the final boss of Final Fantasy XI, period. How much longer must I wait for this vessel you promised me? My apologies, Dawn Servant. It's no simple matter to fashion a vessel befitting one of your majesty, but soon, very soon, the preparation will be complete. Yeah, it probably goes without saying, but the Bakool Ja Ja must have been the one from Vanadiel, and he's actually evil, unlike the nice one here. The nice one in our timeline. That's also why he's refusing to let that one fight us, since he's not gonna win. I mean, even he knows that. We beat the Shade. How many times have I explained to this insufferable oaf? I thought him a kindred spirit from across the rift, but his impulsiveness is beginning to test my patience. Or at least that adventure, for their part, continues to exceed my expectations. Once I find the echo that proves his match, everything else will fall into place. He did well to stand against the ancients, but against the gods, not a chance. Oh, this guy's in for a rude awakening. His champions need to be dealt with as well. Prish will be simple enough, but the other one, Alexol, was that. I thought he was nothing more than a middling amalgamation of memories, that he continues to survive but defies all reasons. A man of such resilience in Vanadiel would have to be... Oh, is he gonna be the final boss? No, it couldn't be. If I'm right about this, then no matter. Thankfully, I'm not without my contingencies. We deserve better. We will have better. Only blessed siblings, possessed of resolve and reason, are fit to rule. Bakool Ja Ja was little more than a witless brute before, but clearly his companions have stirred something. Perhaps he's not without value after all. What's he gonna do with the himbo? The memory stir. Yaktel Mamuk. Yeah, sure, we'll teleport there. Charge. It's gonna be a bit of a trip. But yeah, that's the whole quest line. Not even on. Let's see here, hour 45. Not bad. Oh, Infinity. Yeah. Hope you have a good rest then. Thanks for stopping by. Bitter bark coyote. I don't believe there's any... There might be a... Actually, since I haven't done any of the question here, there could be one there that's relevant. Then again, maybe it's good this is a shorter stream. That way I can't go late tonight, for better or for worse. Fridays have been pretty awful lately, and this one's not looking any different. Oh well. Juno, the first walk. Alright, we'll see if this guy has any more, and then I'll go ahead and leave. Prizes received. 3 out of 3. Oh my. Yeah, I need to clean out my inventory. I know. Although this one I could definitely put all the way back here. Also even the 4th one, actually. Although I should probably keep this one clear. Wow, these are all outdated items by quite a bit. I suppose I could... Well, whatever. For now, we need to see what this guy has to say. Meme adventure no renowned. If that's more exciting, just a man from Bastuk. If that's what you're expecting. Just a man coming to Bastuk looking to see more of the world. What I lack in fame and make for it with strength in numbers. No shortage of friends willing to accompany in pursuit of riches. Should I reach out from Link Pearl? The armor I wear is proof of accomplishments salvaged from the depths of the undersea ruins. That said, I treasure my time with them more than any trinket or bauble. You'll understand, surely. Yeah. Does he have anything new to share? Nope, nothing new. Says he's got some more to talk about, but I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I have to understand more or something. Triple triad. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna have to be all for tonight. Well, we managed to get some decent gear, some decent upgrades here. Everybody a giant sugar ladder? Yes, I was. Alright. So, that's going to be all for tonight. Short one, but like I said, can't go late. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.